This is where Mayor Vass lives. You notice something? Or here, where Nithya Raman's $3 million mansion sits. This is where I live. They let my home burn down. I know what the consequences of failed leadership are. That's why I'm running for mayor.
Critics are attacking underdog mayoral candidate Spencer Pratt over claims he's made in this very ad, stating that he's living in the trailer on his property, while TMZ, which I don't even think they're a news source, is reporting that he's living in a luxurious Bel Air hotel. He went back to TMZ to fire back at them and clear things up. Listen.
The campaign ad certainly made it seem that you were living in that trailer. It was a high point of the commercial, but you're at the Hotel Bel Air. So kind of undo that for us.
No, to be clear, that is where, excuse me, that is where I live. That's where Karen Bass, Mayor Bass, burned down my house. That is where I will live until I have a new house. The Airstream is a temporary facility. A hotel is a temporary facility. Where my kids are in Santa Barbara right now is a temporary housing. This is where I live as this is where they burned my house down. So this semantics or the nuance of this is the consequences of their failed leadership. And again, I don't live at the Hotel Bel Air. I don't live in the Airstream. I don't live in the Santa Barbara. I don't have a house. They burned it down. That is why I got into this race, because of these people that will burn your house down and act like it's no problem. So this idea that anyone's like, oh, he's at a hotel. I'm at a hotel because these psychopaths are messaging me every day they're going to kill me because Nithya Raman is calling me a fascist because I don't want people to have their kids next to drug addicts at the park or stepping in human poop when you get your matcha. I have common sense. That's not fascism.
I love lavender matcha. Okay, Jess, what's wrong with lavender matcha?
You mentioned poop, though. Now I'm sour on it.
Well, you don't put the poop with the lavender matcha. That's
I got poop on the
You're
mind.
dealing with poop
I got
with
poop
baby
on the mind,
poop.
sorry.
All right, Jesse, I got to ask you this. So he's got these, Spencer Pratt has gone viral. Okay, his ads, I'm telling you, I would love to hire like whoever his social media team is. Just call the schlaps. No, but here's the deal. Is that going to be enough to get him to the finish line here?
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, this is a really close competition, and obviously California has this top two system, right? So they have a first round election. If anybody gets 50%, they win. That's not going to happen in this way. So it's way too close for that. And then the top two will move on. So that three candidates, Nithya Raman, who is a DSA-aligned far-left socialist, Karen Bass, who is the incumbent mayor, a Democrat, and really the face of the dilapidated, crusty kind of failed establishment in Los Angeles that has overseen the city go into disrepair. She was abroad in Uganda or Ghana, while these fires were going on, and rushed back and really mismanaged the whole situation. And then there's Spencer Pratt, who nobody really took seriously. He's a registered Republican, or was at one point, but the LA mayoral is a nonpartisan election. There's no party affiliation next to people's names on the ballot, and a lot of people are engaging with him and seeing his ads for the first time as just someone who is a common sense person. And you see these hit jobs on him, right? Like he doesn't actually live in that Gulfstream trailer you're seeing on screen. He actually lives at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and it's like, whoa, reality check here. This guy mismanaged policies, got his house burnt down. He's bouncing around. He's got stuff in a couple of different places. He's running around because his home isn't there anymore. So it's very hard to say. And one last thing, I just want to wrap it up. Karen Bass was criticizing Pratt earlier in the week and saying he knows nothing about government. He's an outsider. He couldn't possibly do this job. Well, I think we should actually point north in the Golden State just a little bit to a guy named Daniel Lurie, who's been elected the mayor of San Francisco. He's a Democrat. He's not exactly my type of politician, but he's gone in there and governed competently and moderately, and he's now got a 74% approval.
I don't know if I believe that 74% approval rating, because the homelessness and the drug problem in San Francisco is a complete disaster. Let me get this in real quick. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass sat down with CNN and accused Spencer Pratt for not knowing something she has no clue about herself.
What do you think Spencer Pratt would be like as mayor?
I can't even imagine. I don't think I understand. He has a degree in political science, but he does not have a background or knowledge in how our government works.
You know, Hillary Clinton wanted to run against Donald Trump. Is there a chance that maybe Spencer Pratt is being underestimated?
Absolutely.
That maybe he's not the best person to run against?
No, absolutely. I mean, I take nothing for granted.
He, Curtis.
Yeah, that's
I don't even know how to laugh like her.
That's some serious Disney.
Kamala cackle.
Yeah, that's some serious Disney villain, Bond villain energy right there. I mean, you know, you got to give it to Alex Michelson for getting that kind of snickering answer there. He's one of CNN's few good hires. You know, it's interesting. He brings up the security part as well. I mean, that's a byproduct of how well he's doing, that he has these threats because of the far left rhetoric being thrown against him. That's another point that he has in common with Donald Trump. People are calling him fascist and all kinds of nasty names. And sure enough, oh my gosh, you're going to have security problems. And notice how The View a couple of weeks ago or months ago, my colleague Nick Fondacarno noted this to me today, they had him on and it was kind of jokey and jovial. It was very similar to like how Donald Trump went on all the late night shows in early 2015. Jimmy Fallon played with his hair, even went on Colbert and had a great time with him. But then once, you know, he actually started doing well in the polls, then it became serious.
Right, exactly.
It's the same with Spencer Pratt.
Tim, California, I have such little hope for California because you're talking about that in Los Angeles County alone, there might be like maybe 15% registered Republicans. I don't see how Pratt can pull it off despite his brilliant ads.
I don't agree with Jesse that this is going to be a close race. I mean, you look at all the betting markets. I mean, Karen Bass is running away with this thing, and Pratt is up. But he is changing the game forever on campaigns and how he's developing ads now with AI for $0 essentially, and maybe they can cut them in three hours.
Right.
It is really an amazing thing. But what I want to say in terms of California, you cannot stick with the same thing and expect a different result. 32%. Reading proficiency in the state of California when Newsom took office. They have increased education funding. Mercy, 66%. You know what reading proficiency is right now? The same, 32%.
Well, Gavin Newsom is giving a bunch of diapers out. Lots of diapers.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.